Legend of Total War here with part 4 of my Europa Universalis 4 Let's Play campaign as France. Okay, so previously we have just been observing a lot of things. We took on Brittany and took Nantai and Anjou. I don't know if it's pronounced right. Don't give a shit for it, alright? I'm not French. Anyway. And we've been observing this war between that Burgundy has been fighting. They're losing, and they'll probably lose soon. And when they lose, or win, whichever, that's when we jump in. When they're already too war exhausted to do anything about it. So, over here, we can't fabricate a claim just yet. We'll be able to start a war with England in a few years. Might want to start thinking about getting some more cogs as well. If memory serves me correctly, Britain starts off with about 6 big ships. How many do I have now? I got 6. I got enough to match them, but I'm not interested in matching them. I want to beat them. In a game that relies on luck, I like to try not to rely on luck. I don't like to gamble, especially not with men's lives. Throw them away. I'm not going to gamble with them. Got another spy. Yeah, another diplomat I could use. Another 2. I usually like to keep 1 free. Unless I know I'm not going to be doing anything. Yeah, so the Iberian wedding still happened. But at least we got Catalonia out of it. I don't know, I'll figure something out. Even if it means going to war with Castile, we'll still try and do this, I guess. Kind of makes me wonder if I should have asked for more, but we did get quite a bit out of them. So a bit of unrest in some of these settlements. It's province. All the regions that have unrest are these 2. Just easiest way. Of course, during the age of absolutism, that's probably not the best idea. So now they're at war with England as well. England jumped in. Which could work out if England gets some territory over here. I could maybe grab it. Okay. I want to fabricate the claim, this time on Cornwall, so that I could use Cornwall to leap towards Ireland, because we'll share the same St. George Channel. So let's quickly have a look at Burgundy's army, just to get an idea of where they are compared to us. Brittany doesn't have any army. Burgundy, they've got 21,000 men. They got no reserves though. Because I know that when I declare war on them, they'll focus on me, probably. And I want them to keep trying to kill off England and whatnot. Do we still have war exhaustion? No, it's gone. So that they don't feel like they have enough estates now. Just gotta be careful, because if it goes over 80%, we're in for trouble. So we need to give them somewhere so underdeveloped that they're only going to get, at most, 3%. Like, hasn't been made a proper call yet. Down here is pretty underdeveloped, isn't it? No, that's have a look. So it's 9. 79.7. Alright, as long as it keeps them out of trouble, that's what matters. Things have been improving with the nobility. What's this? Oh, okay, I gotta look into see what this is. So parallel authority. Let's have a look here. If we side with the burghers, they gain 15 loyalty. They also gain 10 influence. That's not good. Clergy loses 10 influence and loses 15 loyalty. So it's basically trade-offs. If we side with the clergy, it's the same thing. It's just trading influence for whatever. Now both of them are pretty influential. No matter what we do, there's going to be a problem with this. We can take away burghers' influence pretty easily, so we'll side with them. Of course, now they're pissed off. Can I grant? Nope. Could do this to make them loyal. Alright. Keeps it under control. So it basically cost me a bit of money. That's about all. So they're losing rapidly. Alright, I think now's a good time. We've got 0% war exhaustion. Let's just do this. We don't need any of the allies to come in. Save up our points. Let's go. Could do humiliate rival, but I don't really want to do that. I want to go to war just to humiliate someone. It seems a little bit counterproductive. Oh. Yeah, we don't need that one right now. We may not need any of them in this war, but I'll keep them up because we're doing well for money. But as these guys, as many of them come out of the truce, that'll be fewer and fewer coins coming my way. Yeah, no one can get there just yet. Now it looks like we're going to have to clear out their rebels, so that's a bit annoying. But I need this, I need to be able to claim this settlement. Okay, we've got 3,000 of these guys coming. Actually, why don't we send our ships to go herd them off? Probably should have thought of that at the beginning. Just not used to relying on my fleets. Of course, they don't even have one, really. Come on, hurry up and get that. Yeah, I want that diplomatic. What are we going to do with it? Well, we can invest it in our settlements. That's okay. So they lost their cogs, and I didn't lose anything. No, we're pretty good for prestige. I think we'll just leave it. Alright, so Burgundy just doesn't have any forces to send at us. They're still fighting that war with them. Of course, I want to be able to get out of that at a moment's notice. Also, another thing is that Austria won't be able to demand some of their settlements back, as in the Holy Roman Empire settlements, if I'm sitting on them. If I've got them under occupation. Alright, when do we get the next load of powers? Oh god, I don't know how we're going to get it from them. 1464. Probably not going to be able to get that much from... Well, not necessarily. It's all about influence. Well, anything. I think I'll be able to get what I want. It's too ahead of time. There's no need to do that. I'm just wasting diplomatic points. Paris is already well enough developed, I think, but these other ones over here will be pretty cheap. So we could increase their productivity, especially with paper, which is the most valuable. I'd like to get them up to 60, but it's just not going to happen. Hang on, I should send you. No wait, I'll get you to take that after you're done. Because they might demand the unlawful territory back. I don't want them to do that. Oh, careful, they're sitting right here. Austria is even more in debt now. I really hope Austria doesn't get anything out of this peace treaty. Or the Holy Roman Empire doesn't get anything out of the peace treaty. Because it's going to be very hard to pull it out from them. But, that being said, it's definitely good that Austria is still basically bankrupt. Oh, I see what you're doing here. Yeah, still too far ahead. Not interested in helping them. Oh wait, they're not doing anything anyway, just stay there. Kinda hope Burgundy just turns around and kills them. going to do with my other spy? So it looks here, they're at war with Portugal. Okay, nothing to be worried about that. I should have gone for a small gain rather than a big gain. Got him. Still looting the province, which is good. Surprised I didn't get stack wiped. They probably will next time. They got no morale left, and they can't move. That's just instant stack wipe, I think. Yep. Now building claims here, even though I don't know what else to do with the spy. I mean, we've already got enough. But I don't know what else to do with my spies. Like I can't get them over here to make claims. Not yet, anyway. I don't really want to claim any of this territory just yet. I'm curious. Once they incorporate this, they'll actually have an Aragonese core in their settlement. Isn't that going to piss them off? I was hoping what I did there would actually stop the Iberian wedding, but it didn't. Then again, they're not pissed off that I've got one of their cores through Catalonia. Why would they be pissed off that Navarro did? Maybe I should have given that to Spain, to Castile. Maybe that would have changed things. Who's their rival now? They've changed it to Portugal and Venice. They're pretty much completely occupied now, Burgundy. And I didn't have to fight their armies, I only had to fight Oldenburg. There they are. They just, they also finished off their war. Wonder what they got out of it. Let's see what we can get now. Okay, so people have got a problem with this. Let's have a look. Is Austria in there? I don't see them. Oh no, there they are. Minus 43 to 56. Okay. So if our war exhaustion with them was under 7, not war exhaustion, aggressive expansion, they'd accept it. Just trying to decide what we should get. So that one's more acceptable. You'll end your rivalry with me. No, they won't do it. If we take any more settlements, we're probably going to have to fight that army. If we want to get a more complete victory. Ah, England got Artois. Stuck because of the damn fort. You should probably just stay here, back them up, because this is probably going to be the first place they hit. So what did they get out of it? Austria, they're still in debt, so it looks like they got nothing. Excellent, we don't want them to get anything. And if I declare war on England and Austria doesn't come in and help, they have to turn off their forts. If Austria doesn't come in and help, they lose their alliance with England, and I'm pretty sure they lose diplomatic reputation. Pretty sure. That's it. You do what you gotta do. Okay, we don't want 23,000 men there. Stay back a bit. If we take these two here, that's... Come over here. Lorraine's easy enough to take back. He doesn't have any siege ability. I don't think we'll make it there in time. Oh, okay. You need to command this battle. More important... Oh, it's too late. We can't get there in time. So I might as well kill... Okay, now you come back over here. Wait. Yeah, we can't follow them. Pretty sure they're out of manpower, so they can't just replenish. Let me just check that again. Burgundy. Yeah, they're out of manpower. They can't just replenish. They have to recruit new units now. And they can only do so from here. Okay, it's 1464. Excuse me, which means almost 20 years into the campaign. Okay, we can demand this regardless of their loyalty. Alright, good to know. So I think it'll be 11th of November, because I did it on day 1. So if they recruited a new unit, that must be a mercenary. Alright, let me just... Yeah, it's a mercenary. So that costs them money. And it'll be for nothing. Come on, you need to hurry up because this guy here might get hit. Now, they've got an ally. Which one? Oldenburg. Where are they? They're all the way out here. If I was to go and... Alright, let me just see what we can get now. There's been a few extra years, I think. How's their aggressive expansion on us now? It's at 10. If we wait one more year, we can get all 3 of the settlements that we claimed. In which case, we should start building up a spy network again. so that we can continue to gain more claims. We'll get a lot of free claims once Brittany and this is under our control, but we're not at that stage yet. You come over here and blockade that port, speed things up. Guess there's no reason not to get a total victory when they can't do anything about it. Just let them fight it out. I don't have time to go. Where's Touraine? I guess I could go over there and sort that out. They should have the general as well. Just sit there when they show up, just wipe them out. Good, that'll certainly help. Don't want to fall too behind on administrative tech either, though. Okay, get over there. They're building up their forces. Again, let me just check to see what the peace offer would be. So they'd accept this. I also want them to break their alliance with Oldenburg, and I won't be able to get war reparations as well. Oh yeah, okay, it's only 10%. They won't accept this. Let's keep fighting then. If they go massively into debt, it's most likely these guys here will want their liberation. Which isn't always a good thing, because this one here is part of the Holy Roman Empire, and they'll get gobbled up by the Holy Roman Empire if we're not fucking careful. Should split my fleet up so that we can also blockade this port as well. I'm not seeing any great fleet of theirs. So Oldenburg's in a... well, they're fighting someone else as well. This here's Brabant. They're actually losing against that war. It's actually kind of good, because I don't necessarily want Castile to get super powerful. Speed that up a little bit. These sieges here should almost be done. Oh, hang on. I'm just gonna be cautious on this, because I want to wait until November before I... yeah, I'll be able to do it. Because I want to spend... I'll explain it when the time comes. It's only a month away. No point pausing until then, just wasting time. So 11th of November, we start doing the estate stuff again. So the loyalty has to be 30 or higher. That's fine. Okay. So, but we can do this all now. So we've got to spend our diplomatic points. We could just do this, but it's so ahead of schedule. Even 2 years, costing us an additional 180. So I don't want to do that. Instead, let's get their loyalty above 60 again. So if I grant this, it'll give them a lot of influence. Shouldn't their influence have expired on a lot of this? Like, didn't I grant them this last time? Can't remember. I mean, yeah, we could already do that. I just want to get their loyalty up so that I could get the 10% bonus for this. So, what's with this? They've recruited minister that lasts until 11th of November. Oh, right. How are we going to give them some... The only thing I can think of is to give them more estates, just temporarily. Alright, let's give that a shot. This could be a bit risky though. Because, hang on, let me just check this. They're at 18%. There's a certain limit and threshold after they've got a certain amount of influence where they can't get any more from it. But we want to get their loyalty above 60. Oh, wait, and then we'd need to... No, look, let's not worry about it. Let's just spend the Diplo points now. And the military points. Because afterwards they're going to be disloyal towards me, so it'll cost extra. But I only need to spend enough that in 2 years' time we can purchase the thing. Okay. And one more for there. So we can demand diplomatic support and get 150 more. And I can ask for contribution as well. Since they're already disloyal, why the hell not? Oh, and then they lost a bunch of loyalty, influence. Maybe it forgot to update. It's still not enough to fix it, but it's pretty damn close. At least it's not going to take long for it to go back up. Maybe I should have left it. Yeah, I probably should have just left it. Wait for their loyalty to go up and then do it. Okay, now their turn. Next, send an emissary to the Pope. Will give them some influence. Or should we do this? I can do both. Good. So they're nice and loyal, but then we demand administrative support. Oh wait, we need to give them some more estates. Yeah, one more. Nice. And then there's the nobility. At least we've got a lot of room to work with here. So they're loyal again, but probably not for long, because we're going to demand military support. Oh, I tell you what, I'd love to demand a oh, we could! There we go. And then then they go straight back down into the shit again, but that's okay. Used to that now, I guess. So we got ourselves a new general. Hopefully he's good. Yeah, he's not bad. He's actually really good at sieges. Alphonse de la Mort something. Nice. Everything worked out very well there, I think. Alright, let's get one of these guys. Then he probably dies in a year or something. Your general died while moving to camp. And he just got him. So wait till next year before we try to get peace treaties. That way our aggressive expansion is lowered enough that we could probably justify doing this stuff without... Because he's got a truce with us now. Right, there's January. So, we're asking for this. Does Austria have... Oh, they do a little bit. 51. But all of those together are not strong enough. Because Austria is no longer allied to Hungary. Let me just check that actually. Oh, you fuck. They set it back up. Damn it. It looks like they actually got a little bit of expansion going on. Because Poland couldn't keep their shit together. They're falling to pieces. Good job, Poland. We could humiliate them. We'd have to take on England first, though. So they don't become allies. But that would mean getting into England. Not so easy. I would need military access in Scotland. Which means I'd probably have to cancel my alliance with either Castile. I can't do Castile because of royal marriage. I don't want to break that. Or Bohemia. Probably Bohemia. Since Bohemia refuses to bloody help me out all the time. But the thing is, Bohemia would help me out against them. So, I don't know. They're not exactly that strong. Look, we don't need to get all three of these settlements. Just pick the most valuable of them. The ones with the forts. Because they're the easiest to... Or the most difficult to take back, I should say. And that way, the aggressive expansion is pretty minimal. And we can ask for some more stuff. So, I want them to... Let's have a look. If they cancelled Neves, I could press claims on them and take them out relatively easily. I'd say just leave them for the time being. No, do not give that back to the Holy Roman Empire. Oh, we're taking a region that is unlawful territory. I don't care. I'll remove it from the Empire if I have to. I guess that's what the deal is going to be. Seems to be the best I can get. It's a pretty good deal, though. But I've got all this... Hang on, let me just see. If we could just end the rivalry with... No, they won't do that. Give up all claims in France. There we go. A decent amount of prestige from that as well. Alright, let's do it. Not going to go to war for a little while, so we'll drop all this off. Mothball the forts, didn't end up needing them. I've probably taken on more expense than anything here. Like, these regions do not make enough money to pay for these forts. But these forts help keep fuckers out of our kingdom. So what I'll do is take out forts that I probably don't need anymore, like this one here. Although it does kind of protect Paris. And we're good for money for the time being. Maybe just take out one of them. I think I'll take this one out. That way it's only costing me 0.5, whilst it's not like that. Should be able to afford that. And call them. How's our aggressive expansion now? It's pretty high. They probably don't like the fact that we took this. Has to be a call for us to remove it from the Holy Roman Empire. So if I declared war on them, England jumps in, despite the fact that they're pretty badly in debt. But if I declare war on England, Austria won't join in because they're worse in debt, and that's how we can break their alliance. But this truce lasts until when? — 1465. Until December 1465. Now, another big problem that we're going to face is how the fuck are we going to get people in to England? We're not. It's just not going to happen. The Papal States will join me. Castile won't because they're currently fighting in another war and they're in debt. Bohemia won't because they're in debt. All I have to do is take on their debt and then they'll join us. But the problem is we need a fleet. I need another thing. Let me just see here. If I got one more of these, I'd have another diplomatic relation. So I gotta get more of this, like, really quickly. If I can get some more. I can't just pull it out of my ass, unfortunately. It's going to cost 394. When you're just tiny little bit shy of what you need. Because now would be the best time to humiliate Austria. I just don't want England getting in. But if we did declare war on Austria and England came in, that would also give us another peace treaty with England. I don't want that. We'd also want them to cancel their agreements with Hungary before they... We do not want them to merge. That would be very bad. I honestly don't even care if the Ottomans gobble them up. Although that would probably be a problem for the late game, because we might eventually end up conquering half of the Holy Roman Empire, and then have to deal with the Ottoman Empire and be like, oh, this is kind of hard now. So we got to be careful. Declaring war on Austria, no one will join in, because they're in debt. You'd think Bohemia would want... but they won't do it because it's a... These are all disabled. We can't conquer territories during these kinds of wars. Now, how many cogs do we have? We've got 13. We got a lot of diplomatic power. I could just go over my limit, just for the time being, with Scotland. They'd probably accept it. But let's do the maths on this. So we need about... let's just say we need 200 more. That's 20 months away. That means it'll cost us 20 diplomatic points to wait that long. At this stage here. We could wait. I mean, Austria's debt doesn't seem to be going away. But if it did and they join in, it's not so bad though. And we can't declare now anyway. declare war now anyway. Our spy got caught. I think he's done enough. Stop building spy, yep. It looks like Castile is losing, which don't know if it's good or bad. Hopefully they're forced to stop this. Yeah, they're taking on more debt. They're going further and further bankrupt. Yeah, they're going to be out of it for a while after that. They're pretty badly in debt. And they have massive war exhaustion. We got a little bit. Still, you got to pick the right time to go to war. It comes like, I have claim, I declare war. The right time to strike is when the enemy is weakest. It's so dishonorable. Oh, what the hell is this? The barons of Naples has conspired and threatened King Fabio I that he has been forced to abdicate. Since we have claims to the throne, they have offered the crown of Naples. Oh, we don't have a choice in the matter. Well, fuck me sideways, and then I'll have to reconquer that further later. I haven't seen that happen. We have formed a personal union with Naples. I don't think Aragon's going to be too happy about that. I don't seem to care. How the fuck has that happened? The heir is Louis de Valois. Let me have a look at this. So, in personal union under France, Neapolitan Naples. Okay. So we need to do everything that we can to inherit this. I can't believe we got that. We've been pretty lucky in this campaign. But now I've got too many diplomatic relations, so something's got to go. I mean, we've essentially got one ally over here. I never got a chance to use them, and they can't deny us. I really wish I had not given the Pope this, but it's okay. It's just one unimportant settlement for the most part. I mean, I guess it's important to them. Do they have claims here? If we do a reconquest Casus Belli, we could do it for both. If I declared war on them... Yeah, fair enough. I mean, the obvious choice here is by ditching Bohemia. We can always just start up the alliance with them later. So, what about, how's our relations with the Pope? It's alright. I'd like it to be better though, because it gives us more stuff, so we'll have to dissolve the alliance. I just can't hold on to it. I mean, I can, it costs diplomatic points, and I'd rather spend it building up my economy than holding lots of allies. I didn't even have a royal marriage with them. Maybe it's because of Andrew. Because of Mary. I've never actually done successfully done a personal union before, so I'm not sure how this is going to work. Not possible to inherit unless it's been stable for 50 years. Not until 1515 can we even possibly inherit it. What's this? Demand unlawful territory from Austria. The Empire will receive a casus belli against us. You can fuck off. You're too weak to do anything about it. You're far too weak. And since he demanded it back, I'm going to remove it from the HRE. Switzerland is like just a little, tiny little blob. Brandenburg's not that big of a deal. They don't have any vassals, do they? Well, no, they don't. How's our fleet? Man, we're rolling in cash. Maybe we could build some more stuff. Let's see here. I'm only going to build it if it's worth it. There's still a lot of money to spend. Enforced culture. This is interesting. It costs us, due to their total development. Didn't know we could do that. Yeah, I don't know if that's a good idea. I mean, we could. Right, I'm not desperate for the money. They already have to pay us, don't they? No, they don't. Okay, so our truce with England has ended. I thought it was December. I guess I misread. Because if we brought our troops up here, let me first see, how is England faring? So, E for England, where are they? There they are. 23,000 men to our 46,000 men. If we declared war on them, they're completely alone apart from Tyrone. That doesn't even count. Austria won't join them. Neither will Munster. Austria is getting further and further into debt. The Papal States will join me, but I'm not exactly sure what they're going to be able to do except for help me defend my home territory at best, which is not bad, I guess. How many favors do I have with them? 21. So I could call them into 2 wars, or I could increase their trust. Speaking of which, maybe we should improve relations with them, because I do have that other diplomat, and it would have worn out a fair bit. I could use this, actually, to press claims on these 2, because that will not cost as much. Another thing is that going to war with England right now, we do have a lot of aggressive expansion. Okay, this is good. This will speed up our process towards getting that other thing. We're very close to it now. What's our relation with Naples? So their liberty desire is 7%. Relative power to France, 21%. Okay. We can't embrace this yet. No one's offered to do it either. Ah, right, we can do these two now. That'll get us over the line with that. So it's tempting to siphon their income. Austria's embraced Renaissance. How were you able to do that without going even further into debt, you asshole? Well, that's what they did. They went even further into debt. They took out some loans to do it. You're never going to be able to pay off this debt. You're going to have to declare bankruptcy. I've never seen what happens when someone declares bankruptcy. I'll just look into it and see what happens. I'm sure it's not just, oh, you wipe all your debt, but then you can't take a loan for several years. Surely there's some other ramification. Because if that's the case, I'll just like spend, take on like 1 billion debts, and then just declare bankruptcy, default on all my loans, and be like, well, I guess I just won't take another loan for ages. But then my investments will just massively pay off, and so I don't need another loan. I don't know. I'm sure that they've thought about that. This game has been out for ages and it's still getting supported. I'm sure they've thought of that. It's alright. Just a little bit of trade power. Anyway, there's no way that Austria is going to jump in and help. Oh, massive unrest here. Unlawful territory. Wrong. It is no longer unlawful territory. Of course, Austria, they already hate us, so whatever. Shame about Bohemia. I'd certainly like to get an alliance with them again one day. That'll do for now. I want to improve my relations with Bohemia because I would like to one day get that alliance back up and running. They're still losing. So I want to increase my stability, so I get it to 3. What's this? Okay, hang on. Naples is going to help me out. So the sophisticated affluence of Naples is giving us a chance to catch up with the technological process via the means of knowledge sharing, giving us 1% growth towards Renaissance in our capital area provinces. Naturally, a monthly fee of 10% of our income will be paid off if we accept. This agreement expires 10 years. I accept. It's going to cost me a bit, but I want to speed things up. Also, in order to in order to pay this off, I'll just siphon their income. Hang on, is there anything else we could do to like... Let's stop this now. Need another diplomat. See, if I do that now, they're going to be pretty unhappy with me. I'm pretty sure we need to keep a positive relationship with them. That being said, the cost is acceptable. Yeah, we'll just leave it. Alright, here we go. So we grab this. And now we have another diplomatic relation. And we're at an hour. So, next time we begin our preparations for a war with England to primarily, I suppose, take Cornwall so that we could launch attacks in Ireland, which is far away from Austria's concern, although Austria is so far in debt right now that they probably couldn't be able to fight us anyway. And by taking England out of their alliance, we could then maybe humiliate them or something. I'll figure something out. Anyway, that's the end of this episode, so like and subscribe. Part 5 is next, and don't forget to visit me on Facebook. See you next time, fuckers.